Hey, it's Ryan Oyster here, and I'm back at it with another video. Now this time I will be showing you how I use a editing software called Wondershare Filmora to edit my videos. Now this is a editing software. It does cost $50, but it is a pretty good editing software for editing YouTube videos and editing, like, let's say you go on vacation or something and you want to have a video with, you know, all your pictures and background music and stuff. This is a great editing software to use. So as you can see, I just opened it here. One sec, I'm gonna turn on my fan because it's really hot in here. Okay, but yeah, once you get in, I always use 16:9 because that's your full screen. 4:3, it's like half of the screen. And so full feature mode may seem like it's more complex, but it's really not that hard. So you just go 16:19 full feature mode, and it takes you into this. And so as you can see, this is the first page. And so this right here where it says media, you're on media right now. And this is where you import all your files, and then they'll show up here. So as you can see right here, one of my favorites is my outro. This is my outro I have in all my videos, and I've saved it here. So then you click import media files. Then you go to your media files. This is my next video going up. Well, not my next, but because I have a Battlefield one uploading right now, but the one after that, it's of Rocket League. So I'm gonna have this, and this is the video. Click that. It's gonna bring it in. And then import media files, and then this is my voiceover for it. So that's the gameplay and the gameplay audio. And since on my action software I record it to a different audio stream, this is my voiceover. So as you can see, these two are here. So I have my outro, my gameplay, and my audio. So now what you're gonna do is you go over it, and you see there's this little blue plus button. You just press that blue plus button, and it will add it to here. And then as you can see right here, this is some audio. That's the gameplay audio. And then I click add this, and this adds my voiceover audio to it. So now when I play it, this is what it sounds like. Hey, it's Ryan Oyster here, and I'm back at it. So that's my video, and that's got my voiceover with it. So to add my outro, what I do, since it's at the end, I just go to the end, and then I click plus, and it adds it because I scrolled to the end and it added. So that's my outro done. So if I wanted, I could just upload this video. It would have no edits whatsoever. It would just be a simple video. So but if I press play, hey, it's Ryan Oyster here. What you want to do with Filmora is you don't want to scroll through the video with this, because if you do that, then it, like, see here, and then this scroll bar, if you scroll across the video like that, if you scroll this way, it will delete everything from there. And one thing to be sure also before you start editing is make sure you always have your original copies. That way you can edit it and you don't have to worry about losing anything, because your original copies will always be here. But so when you want to scroll through your video, use this bar here. And if I want to go to a certain point in my video, let's say right here, and then press play. There we go. And so that's the gameplay. Now, as you can see, if I wanted to add something, I would just move it to this specific point. It would show here, and then I can add effects. So sometimes in my videos, let's say you want to add text or credit, then you go to text or credit right here next to music. You go to text credit. You choose the style you like. So if you don't want to if you want to use one that's already been made, that has already has words on it, like the end, this one right here, it says the end, then you could press the plus button. It would add it to the project right there, and it would say the end. So if I put it here, oh, it's downloading online content. Yeah, that's downloading content. But yeah, here are all the different styles. So there's multiple the ends, and that's still loading. So I'm just gonna wait for this to load, because a lot of stuff on this it's like extra content, but it's all free once you buy the software. Okay, so that's finished downloading. I'm gonna add that to my project. So then as you can see now, when I press play, the end comes over it like that. But obviously, why would I put the end in the very middle of my video? So if you want to delete something, you just click on it. So this little hand comes up, and then you right click, Then you can do this undo cut. So if you go into edit, then you can make the style different and the font different, the size different, color different. You can move it, I think. Hold on. Yeah, you can move the background, and then you can move this, the end part where you want it, so like that. You can do all sorts of stuff. And let's say you want the word the end to be longer than this, you get the, you go over to this so it's still highlighted, and you can't extend the end. Some features you could make longer, and some features you can't. So then if you scroll down, there's a few where I think you can, yeah, there is a few, like where it says more text, place your text here. If you add those, then you can like press add. Oh, I don't want to download online content, but then you can go into the edit like I showed you before, and then you can put your own text in there. So for music, since I don't really use music, but if you were doing like a montage or making a video with a bunch of pictures, you could always have this music. Or if you want to use your own music that you've downloaded online, you would just go to media, and then you would import that music file, and then you would press add, and it would automatically add it here. But I'm not adding music because I have my commentary. So that's music, text credit. Next are filters. These are like kind of like Instagram or Snapchat and whatnot. You have the filters you can add. So especially for montages or photos, you can add different filters like equalize, retro, sunflower. I don't really use filters, but they are pretty cool. Here's emboss and mosaic, all these different ones that you could add so that the screen is, you know, different. Next is overlays. Now these are kind of like filters, but they have overlays. Like one that I've been looking for a place to maybe add in is like the site. As you can see, it looks like a site. So if I add that, then it kind of looks like a sniper scope or something playing. So you see the gameplay, and it looks like a sniper scope. But I don't want that. Yeah, these are one of them that I was talking about. So like if I wanted that sniper scope to go for longer than this time period, I think it's 10 seconds or 5 seconds, and you make sure it's clicked on, and you go to the scroll bar, you left click and hold, and you move it to any distance of time you want it to be. But I don't want that in my video, so I'm just gonna delete that because I don't need it. So dang it. Yeah, my audio is still fine. And there's all of these different ones. There's viewfinder, sci-fi symbols, and if you go to more effects, you can go to, it takes you to a Filmora store where you can buy more effects. I'm not a fan of that since I don't use too many overlays. One thing I use a lot in my videos, you see, is elements, where like you'll see sometimes I have something like a sticker on it, like my outro has a bunch of stickers and stuff on it, or like in a couple of my videos I do the boom, the pow, bang, zam. You could add all this, and then you put it in your video and you can edit it. So like if I wanted to do a boom, press add, it adds it, and then you can come here, you can move it, you could make the size bigger or smaller, you could stretch it out like that, you can make it fatter, you can move it, and then if you want to edit it, you click on this and right click, and you could do edit, and you can do it where there's no motion, it just stays there. You could do it where it let's say move to right. Yes, let's click. So you want to click this, and you want to double click it to apply, and then you click OK. So now when we play it, it moves to the right.
Boost.
You see? More effects you could do is there's the advanced edit. That's where I think, I've never used advanced edit, but I think, yeah, it makes it that shape. So like I could have that, I could have it in a heart, I could have it in a speech bubble. I normally just use the defect one. Effects, you can make parts of this clip transparent in the intensity level, so it becomes more transparent. You can go to shadow. apply shadow, and then you can see there's like the shadow color. You could make it, let's say, pink, so it's like that. And then you could put the shadow direction in this box. You could make it to the top left, top right, top middle, bottom middle, bottom right, left, right. You can do all sorts of stuff. If I click OK, then that adds it, and then I move it over here, and so now that's my effect.
Most essential things in this
which is
game.
pretty cool. Now to transition. So this is, like I said, if you were doing a montage or taking pictures and making them a movie / video, you could do this. So I don't want this anymore, so I'll delete that. So one thing right here, if you click on this, you can go here. So I'll show you this before I show you transitions. You can mute my gameplay audio, so there's still gameplay, but there's no gameplay audio. I think you can mute this audio too. No. But this audio, since it's my gameplay audio, I could mute it so you don't hear the gameplay audio. Cut, copy, under edit. You can rotate it, contrast, saturation, brightness, hue, auto enhance, speed. Like you could make the gameplay speed up. So as you can see now, when I do it,
Boost.
it's going super fast. As you can see, it's going really fast. If I want that, I can just go. If I don't want that, I can just go back to edit and then speed go to 1, because 1's the normal speed. And then you could play video clip in reverse again for like montages and whatnot. More. So that's most of the editing stuff. And then there's the audio, so you can edit the audio of the gameplay. Like if I play it now and you listen to my commentary, it's loud enough, but let's say the game is really loud and I couldn't hear myself that well, I could take the gameplay audio and maybe turn it down to like 75 or like 90 and then click OK, and then you can do remove background noise, weak, medium, strong. But you'd have to click remove background noise. You'd have to check that to use this. Sorry, I have an itchy nose. Now for transition. So if you want to transition so if you were doing like a montage or that, when you import your media files, most likely you're going to have multiple clips that you're going to want to edit down to size, and you could edit their size right here. Like if, let's say I want to edit this size, right? I just go, let's say I go all the way back to the beginning. I find this little scroll bar, and let's say I want to end it at 5 minutes. I just scroll all the way to 5 minutes. And then I click OK, and look, now the beginning of the video was at 5 minutes. And so if you want to get it back, one way you could do it is you could hold to the left for a long time and it takes you back a little bit. See, now it's all the way back to beginning. That's how you get it back. But yeah, you would edit it to your sizes and whatnot, and then there'd be multiple clips. But let's say at this point hold on, press play. Okay, you can right click and go to split, and when you click split, now it's split, and right here I can go to transitions and I can do a transition. What's one? Hold on, I'm trying to click. There we go. Diamond zoom in. Add that. So now when I go to that, it split it straight to the outro. Ooh. And when I press that diamond into my outro, I haven't really mastered the whole transition thing because I don't use transitions. But you get the basic premise, and you would add the transition and then add in the next clip. So what I would recommend is you put, like, let's say you have 2 clips, and after the second clip you want to transition into the third clip. You put in the 2 clips, you go to the very end, click add transition, then add the next clip in after that. So then it has the transition split screen. I don't use split screen, so I don't know much, but I think this one is double sided. Yeah, like 1 and 2. It shows you. So then, like, for montages, if you want it to be like you have gameplay in the top left or gameplay on the left side and gameplay on the right side, you would use this and then apply it to the video so that 2 things are running at once. Again, I don't know much about this split screen because I've never used it in my videos. And then here you have the split tool. These are all tools that I showed you could do by right clicking. That's set duration, so you could set a duration for it to change, and then add new track right there. But yeah, that's pretty much all the features Filmora has. I would recommend it. I mean, it's not as good as some editing softwares like Adobe Premiere, but that's $20 a month, so you'd be paying like $200 at least every year for that software. Or like Sony Vegas, that's like a $700 editing software, or at least from what I've seen when I go on their website, it's like $700. But yeah, this is a really good one, and once you've done editing your video the way you like it, you want to have it saved. What you then do is you go to export, you left click on export, and then you choose your format. I always use MP4 because that's the most versatile one. You name it what you want, so I would normally call it Rocket League #1, and then you would change this to whichever file you want it to save to. I always save it under final product for YouTube videos. Settings, you can change the settings to, I have it at 1080p, you could change it to 720p as you click here. Settings, frame rate 60, resolution, you could go down to 720p, but since my computer supports 1080p, I'm just going to use 1080p, and then OK, and then it'll show you right here it's a 1.65 gigabyte video, and then the duration is 26 minutes and 40 seconds, and then you would just click export, and then it'll show a little screen here. Like if I click export, see it's converting it, and it would take a while, but I'm gonna just click cancel because yes, I want to cancel it because I don't want to have these edits in it. I want to edit it differently. But yeah, that's pretty much all Filmora really has. And if you're, let's say, editing a editing a video or a movie, and you want to save the progress you made, you just click save project, and then save project, you name it what you want, save it where you want, and then click save, and it would save all the progress you have, so you could open it up again and continue editing on it. But yeah, that's the basic. I keep saying that's it, and then I'll show you another feature, but yeah, that's really all I know how to use it, and that's most, and I think pretty much most to all of what you can do on this. Easy mode, it's a lot easier. You literally just import the file, select music, and then export it. So that's why I like this, because you can edit it a little more, and it's not that hard. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.